Welcome to Critical Moment, a know-how show of successful living in Thailand and AEC. A good life, wherever one may be, is not just about having good food with a few good friends. It is an integrated living, the art of living. We're about to chat with a gentleman who is probably more Thai than many of us, including me. He and his family live in a classic wooden house in Thailand. He and his family run a beautiful Thai business which bear an international brand name that is recognized or synonymous with collectible items. They are jewelry, home decor, etc. You name it. He has it all. Well, if we were going to talk about the success of the business, we have to talk to this man who is behind the forces of these fine, beautiful pieces, Kun Ralph von Buren, the owner of Lotus Art de Vivre. Kun Ralph, สวัสดีค่ะ Thank you for joining with me at Critical Moment. They say, Kun Ralph, that at every man's success, there's a woman. Is your case applicable to all these pieces that's surrounding us?
Definitely it is.
Would you tell us more?
Well, my wife started the business.
Kun Helen, the beautiful Helen.
She started the business, and being non-commercial, having no idea about business whatsoever, she did things she liked, not being aware that there was actually no market for them.
Yes.
So she designed, she produced, totally against the existing market ideas or fashions. And that created a reputation of doing extraordinary things. Things that would not worry whether they can be sold or not. Things that would not worry about the market.
But they are eventually sold to lists of clientele.
Well, over years, of course, we gathered, we collected more and more customers. But initially, we lost money. Not very much, but we lost some money.
And what inspired her to do what she did, and what inspired you to support her?
Well, our children had left for Europe and
for schooling.
For schooling, and I wanted her to be busy, to do something. So I convinced her to start designing, start producing, and a friend of ours was looking after the shops in the peninsula at that time, which is the Four Seasons today.
Yes.
And he had one shop left which was offered to me, and I took it.
And still here today?
Still here today, yes.
How many years ago?
Over 30 years.
About 30 years
32,
ago?
33 years ago, yes.
Where the Four Seasons used to be called the Regent Hotel.
Well, before that it was actually called the Peninsula.
The Peninsula, oh dear. Well, so you had the store bearing all these beautiful pieces that is not very market oriented. It's pretty much inspired by the artist herself.
Right.
And you supported her artist because you saw something in the pieces that she had created.
Well, I liked them very much. And I always liked her eye and her touch. And of course, I supported it.
What exactly did you appreciate 30 years ago and your appreciations at the moment?
Well, in what you call in Thai Lakkan, it hasn't changed. But it has changed in a way that we've grown. We are much bigger today.
Yes.
And
internationally known.
Known, yes. And we need to produce for different market, different tastes. But in principle, it hasn't changed. We would always buy these items ourselves.
Yes, and these items are derived from nature, I suppose, whether they are wood, whether they are shell, or anything that you would use to create these pieces. Where and how do you source this material?
Well, we source all over the world. We source in America, in Japan, in Switzerland, in India, in Indonesia, and only in the sources of many countries can actually fulfill our desire to have different materials every year.
And the raw material that you've been using to source, do you have to rest upon the third party, outside people to source it? Because it's very difficult, you see, to be able to source all this by yourself. You must work with outside people.
Well, partially we do, but most of it we travel, we walk endlessly into shops and see what may be interesting for us.
It's amazing you consistently use the word we. You go together as family?
Sometimes we go as a family, or very often I go alone.
Okay, with a group who would help you discuss on the viability of the pieces.
No, only when we go to buy diamonds and stones. I have an expert along.
Yes.
Who looks at the quality and defines the quality of each stone and gives me her kind of price estimation, while I always buy with the design in mind. I don't buy simply for buying.
So you have the design in mind first, then you look for the material, or vice versa?
No, the other way. When I see a material, I say, this will be that.
This?
Yeah.
I see. So you have to work on your imagination, your creativity, every steps of the way.
Yes.
Unbelievable, because the material that you use would have shape and form of different creatures, different arts. How would you connect all the dots so that this would be a viable piece of art?
Well, the design is in my mind, and it's being given as a concept to the design department, who then work on sketches. We slowly distill down the sketches to something that may be viable, and then we do tri-dimensional samples of that.
Yes.
Because two-dimensional is a bit flat, so we add the third dimension to it, and we work it into a producible design. We make a pre-calculation, we know the cost of it, we know the time it will take, and all these estimations are being compared with the actual real times later on, the real cost, so we always know where we went wrong and where we were right. And
are these pieces nowadays pre-ordered? Or do you have some particular clientele in mind that, oh, I want to make this piece for this person? Or is it from your inner creativity that you want to make this regardless of anybody's wants?
Well, it's a bit of everything. We have a lot of customers who order, who give us raw materials, who give us stones, who give us anything they have and say, can you do something with that? And then we make sketches, designs, we make little samples, and we show it to them. So they see the drawings, but they see also a small sample of how it would really look.
You have a prototype, kind of
We
like building a car.
Yes, it is like that. It's very time consuming. And we always make a point of producing a little bit of what it will look later on as a sample.
Yes.
For the customer to feel confident, yes, that's what I want.
Unbelievable. Now, this goes for any type of handcraft, whether they are jewelry or home decor, is it right?
That's
the
right.
process would be the same.
Process would be more or less the same, yes. But we have also other items where I see something and say that would be suitable for that customer.
Yes, yes.
Or we simply have this material is suitable for this type of design. And then we do the design.
The ratio of the design and your pieces that you have created, are they mostly for jewelry or for the home decor?
Well, it's the same for both. It's the same for both.
So
When you-
50-50 now.
Yeah, when you look at the eagle behind you, that was a 7-meter mahogany root, one piece. I said, this will be an eagle.
Yes. You saw the mahogany piece somewhere in the world. Where was that?
That was in Indonesia.
In Indonesia, and you saw it of the eagle.
Yeah,
And there she is right here.
right.
Unbelievable. So you use the surrounding to create pieces of collectible items that the customers like eventually. But it has to be from your inner creation that would make the pieces the way they are right now.
That's very true, but I mean, we cannot separate Thailand and our business. The Thai way of living, the Thai way of doing flowers. Flowers are used to present as a sign of respect. Whether it's Lord Buddha, or whether it's a guest, or as a gift, whether it is food carvings. The beauty in Thailand is certainly an inspiration in all our designs.
Being a Thai person, I am so touched to find out more. But we'll have to take a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.